All right then, let's do it. In today's video, I want to talk about what to do when you don't know what to do. One of the most consistent states that I have found myself arriving in amidst my own personal development, self-improvement journey is this ambient sense of uncertainty. Will this work? Is this the right path? Am I just wasting my time? Should I do something else? This feeling is something that I know a lot of people deal with, and I also know that it extends further than just self-improvement. This can come in the form of being someone who doesn't know whether they want to go to university, doesn't know whether they want to go and do that job, doesn't know what they want to do yet. Amidst not knowing what to do, we have this crippling fear that inhibits us from doing anything. And what I'm here to tell you is two things that have worked really well for me in helping myself work through this anxiety. First of all, allow yourself the care, the consideration, and the patience to understand that amidst stresses like this, these anxieties of not knowing what to do with your life, that you're only human. And you don't have to have all of the answers right now. We seem to presume that in order to be successful and in order to be upstanding, in order to be proving the point that we want to prove when it comes to our purpose and our legacy, we seem to presume that we have to have the answers right now, and we don't. And I find a lot of the time that people will really cripple themselves with fear because they don't know what to do. And the second part of this point, I would say, is if you don't know what to do, then doing something is better than doing nothing. And I shall reference my own anxieties and my own experiences as to round this point out nicely. I spent a few years writing rap, and as the sentence that I have just uttered proves, I wasn't very good at it because you can probably imagine that I'm not very good at it. I pronounce my T's, so I'm kind of fucked on that. Anyway, my career, my want of a career for that was something that ever more increasingly over the years died out, and I realised really what I'm doing I don't want to do. But I came to this feeling of fear of going, well, what do I do then? You know, this is what I've been doing for however many years now, and what do I do now? As a result of having that fear, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know whether I'd just wasted the last few years doing absolutely, essentially nothing, and was just left at square one again. And I realised, as I talk into this camera, that the experiences that I had there led me on to the next iteration of what it is that I want and need to do with myself and for my purpose. And that was YouTube. That was creating a channel that I felt I could put information out that might help someone else, that might have some sense of utility and message to pass on. And I realised once I came to this understanding that the time I'd spent doing something that I wasn't sure of, that gave me that feeling of going, what do I do? Like, this is not what I really want to do. What should I do? The time I spent just doing that anyway, just carrying on doing something, having some sense of purpose, some sense of progress at least, afforded me the luxury of the experiences and the skill sets that I could transfer into the next thing. So what I should say is, of course, music didn't work. It wasn't the right thing for me. But as a result of doing that, I learned how to formulate my thoughts better because I had to think about lyrics. I had to put in more and more consistent time working on something, so I developed a better work ethic. I had more and more of an understanding of how social media works, how the audio fucking thing that I'm using right now to talk to you, how that works. There were a lot of things that came from this venture that it seemed wasn't a good thing, turned into being a very valuable skill set for the next thing I want to do. The point there is, when you don't know what to do, you can still find lessons that will take you into the next situation, the next thing you want to do. But you find those lessons when you provide yourself with the understanding and the empathy to go, all right, I might not know what I'm doing. That's okay. I'm going to work this out because I'm going to provide myself with some time to be patient and to understand that I'm only human and I'll make mistakes, and part of my journey is to make mistakes and to not know what I'm doing. Uncertainty is okay. Adding to that love and that understanding of, I'm just going to keep working. I'm going to keep doing something just to progress myself. And even if this isn't exactly what I want to do, it's all right. I'll learn something from it. Even if the lesson that you learn from what it is you're doing that breeds that feeling of uncertainty is, I don't want to do that. That makes me feel uncertain. Even that is good because it's one less thing. It's one thing that you think, that didn't work for me. I'll try something else. Provide yourself with this. If you're worried about going to university or starting a new job or whether your business is going to work out, if you're going through this, remember, you're allowed to make mistakes. You're allowed to not know what to do. And in not knowing what to do, so long as you do something, you will learn. And from learning, you will be able to provide yourself with experiences that bring you closer to what it is that you want to do. This feeling of uncertainty, of not knowing what to do, a lot of people go through it, and it's fine. You will be okay. I promise you, you'll be okay. You will come out of the other side thinking, wow, I'm really glad actually that I went through that uncertain period of not really knowing what to do, because it's provided me with that strength and that vigor to understand the situation that I'm in and to feel like I've earned my stripes here. So with that being said, I'm going to round this video out by saying, if you don't know what to do, that's cool. You will be okay. Just do something and love yourself whilst you do that something, my good brothers. See you in a bit.